John Calvin, Epistolae, episode 53. Pollicebatur Caesar idem se facturum, hic pordro finis erat ut illis quasi praejudiciis obstricti eo minus possetis cum ad seriam disceptationem ventum esset. Calvin continues, and he is explaining to Melanchthon the outcome of these political negotiations between the Cardinal de Tournon and Caesar, who of course is the Emperor Charles V. So Caesar was promising, pollicebatur, that he, that's to say, would do facturum, the same thing. So pollicebatur is from the second conjugation verb polliceor pollicere. It is a deponent verb, and so it has only passive forms and only active meanings. It's a third singular imperfect. So Caesar was promising that he, that's say, masculine singular accusative, in this oratio obliqua, this indirect statement, that he would do, we have to understand esse with facturum, idem, the same thing. Idem is a neuter singular accusative as the object of facturum esse. This, that's the hic, pordro, of course, obviously, finis erat. This was his intention, this was his goal, his finis. So finis here is a third conjugation verb, a third conjugation noun, and it is masculine. So it's finis is like so, masculine, third declension, it means end or purpose. This, of course, was his purpose, that ut, we have the ut here, that when they were obstricti, when they were hamstrung maybe, or constrained by these, as it were, predeterminations or prejudices, and the persons obstricti here are, of course, the Emperor Charles V and King Francis I of France, who was mentioned previously in the letter, that constrained, as it were, by these prejudices, these predeterminations, eo minus possetis, it would be less possible, or you would be all the less able. So possetis here is a second plural, and it's an imperfect subjunctive from the verb posse. So it's referring to Melanchthon and Luther and the other Protestants. Constrained by these predeterminations, much less able, you would be much less able when it came to cum ad seriam disceptationem, when it came to a serious dispute or debate or conference, and then ventum esset here is what I'm translating as when it came to. So the main verb of this sentence is erat, the subject of which is finis, modified by hic. So hic finis erat. This was his purpose, that is, the purpose of the Cardinal de Tournon, namely that, ut, and then the verb with ut is possetis, and then we have this cum through ventum esset, additional subordinate clause. That, constrained, obstricti, masculine, plural, nominative. It's a participle from obstringo, third conjugation verb, obstringo, obstringere, that constrained by these, so to speak, predeterminations, his purpose was ut eo minus possetis. You all, meaning Melanchthon and the other Protestants, would be much less able, that is, to achieve their objectives, cum ventum esset, when it had reached, when it had come to, and this is an impersonal verb, meaning there is no stated subject. It's an impersonal verb from venio venire, fourth conjugation, when it came down to ad seriam disceptationem. So the preposition ad takes the accusative, seriam disceptationem, feminine singular accusative, when it finally reached a serious debate. Calvin is saying the Cardinal de Tournon was trying to prejudice Caesar, Charles V, and Francis I by these praejudiciis, so there was no real hope that the Protestants, possetis, could accomplish anything in the conference.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that free lesson. Please like and subscribe, hit the bell. You can also become a patron at patreon.com/LatinPerDiem. And if you really loved it, you can leave a tip right here as a super fan. Thank you so much.